Rise and shine, beloved. Great grand rising, grand afternoon, grand evening. Happy Sunday. Let's get ready to look at energy drains part 2 as we're diving deeper into high frequency month of February. With that being said, beloved, take a moment, tag your friends, family members, let them know Spiritual Success TV is live. Let's go ahead and activate the success mind. With that being said, sit with your feet flat, back straight, hand on heart, hand on core. Take a good heel and deep breath in and exhale. Relax. Crown of the head. Pull everything down. Soles of the feet. We are here. We're relaxed. We're thankful and grateful as we turn the focus inward to the rich inner life and breathe. Exhale. We're so thankful and grateful for another day, for another opportunity to be in this sacred community. One more for the power of 3. Take a good heel and deep breath in and exhale. All right, lovelies, we are here. Come on, give me a great grand rising. Let me know that you are here. And we're going to dive right in. February is high frequency month. And we are raising our vibrational frequency using the anchoring tool of gratitude. We're taking a deep dive into the 5 dimensions of gratitude. And we had closed out the second dimension, which was living spaces. And today, going into tomorrow, we're going to prepare to lay the foundation for the 3rd dimension of gratitude, which is all about your financial realm. So with that being said, beloved, we're going to go ahead and pick up. And I'm going to read from the email that I sent out to the general community over the weekend. And you could catch all the replays on Spiritual Success TV on YouTube. That's my YouTube channel. Or on Facebook at Ilona Sanders or Ilona Sanders 1. Both Facebook pages, you could catch all the replays. All right, so let's dive in. We began talking about how to use simple tools like gratitude to start raising your vibration, right? Vibrations are how to identify what your frequency is. Great grand rising, Brian. Thanks for joining us live. All righty. Now, so as we dive deeper, we looked at what raises the vibration, and then even just as important, we started looking at what lowers the vibration. And so I'm looking at the email. What will lower your frequency is when your energy drains from things such as emotional suppression. We took a deep dive into that. Unprocessed trauma. We looked at that. So all low emotions like fear, anger, grief, disappointment, rejection, resistance, fear of abandonment, fear of people, all of these low vibrational frequencies will lower your ability to create the timeline that you desire, right? When you're in avoidance, when you're in resistance, when you're in emotional suppression, all of that will pull down your frequency. So when we start looking at identifying energy drains, we start looking at the body and we start tracking tension in the body, right? Shrinking, hiding, losing focus, and just a host of other things. As we begin to dive deeper, I'm just bringing some things to your conscious awareness, right? Because we want to start learning how to transmute these low-level energies and start raising higher vibrational frequencies. So what you want to do, you want to start transmuting these lower level energies and processing them so that you can tap into what will raise your vibration and create higher frequencies to create a greater reality or a different reality. I want to say a more truer reality that's in alignment with your heart's desire, right? So when we start looking at energy drains and processing them in our community, we're not into strife, we're not into warfare, we're not into boxing with devils and demons, none of that, because the quickest way and the easiest way to shift is not to try to fight cut off, or destroy, but rather to just simply look in the direction of creativity. Look in the direction of God consciousness and start creating from a higher dimension. Beloved, when you start vibrating differently, everything contrary or that's not a match for your vibration will drop off. You don't even have to go into all of that struggle and strain and warfare, laboring. All that does is hold you. Even the language that you use. If you've noticed, if you've been following me for any length of time, you hardly ever hear me mention the devil, Satan, demons. I had to lose all of that. For those that were raised up in apostolic Pentecostal Christianity, the more mystical branch of Christianity, we grew up with that. And as a response, we were always seeing a devil, a demon, a witch, a warlock. We were looking at hate. We were always looking at the negative. And all that did, according to the law of attraction, is like will attract like. That's like in thought, like in speech, like in vibration, right? Remember, I've shared with you many times that the law of attraction is really a secondary law. The primary law is the law of vibration. That's why we're here all this month, to raise our vibration so that we create a frequency that will create a timeline. And you're going to do it one step at a time. Can I release this today? I call you out of anxiety. I call you out of stress. I call you out of worry. And I call you into divine rest. I call you into peace. I call you into all is well. Grand Rising, Lisa, thanks for joining us live. Can we land there today, beloved? So as we begin to raise the vibrational frequency, I gave out some strategies, some techniques last week, right? So watch this. Number one, I'm doing this for myself as well. Instead of suppressing emotions, you want to start practicing conscious emotional techniques, using any one of the ones that we use in Spiritual Success Life to start regulating and shifting and managing your nervous system. Can you please put this in your notes? Somebody can type it there. I must manage my nervous system. Your nervous system, your highly sensitive nervous system, you have to learn how to manage it. Because when your nervous system gets out of whack and that switch flips and you're just stressing out and you're in worry and anxiety, it's that nervous system that has to be managed so that the hormones or the chemicals that your body release will work for you and not against you. Beloved, it's all about getting closer to your desire. And I want to really caution you as we go deeper into some more of the things that will drain your energy and lower your vibration. I want to caution you against number 6, which is energy overload or low frequency energy from digital media. Put that in your notes, right? So yesterday we talked about people pleasing. That was number 6, people pleasing. Number 7 is digital overload, low vibrational media. And that's media across the board. Even when I don't really watch, mainstream news media. Certainly, I don't watch local news. I get everything secondhand. But even when you take a peek and a look, I want you to be so discerning, beloved, so discerning that you can feel and sense the energy of fear, chaos, confusion, and you cannot tap into that. There's a news show that came on. I don't know which one of the streaming services. It could be Hulu. I don't know. But anyway, the genre was something that I was interested in. It has all the trappings of being a good show, a show that I would like to watch. But beloved, the energy on it was so low. It is a thing that's happening here in America. I can't say across the world, because in other countries that are broadcasting, the energy is not that low. I noticed this on Netflix, I would say about 3 years ago, and it's gotten worse. Everything is dimmed down. Everything is toned down. The energy, the vibrational frequency has been lowered. Okay, so this happened. I cannot recall what year it is. All right. So the standard, we're talking about frequency right now, talking about sound frequency, visual frequency. They change the tuning, the baseline that all music is produced on globally. They changed the tuning, and this just came up. So let's say like if it was like at 432, which would bring the body into harmony and healing, they switched it to 440, which sends the body into chaos. I'm gonna check those numbers. You can look it up, do the research yourself. Just look that up. So the baseline that everything is tuned in the music industry is tuned at a frequency that creates chaos in the body. All right, that's another video for another day. My whole point is that when you start getting into digital overload, low vibrational media, that's an energy drain. If you find yourself scrolling for hours and hours, that is an energy drain. Because, beloved, watch this. When you're scrolling, this is how the algorithm works. I told you the algorithms are based off of the law of vibration and attraction and correspondence, right? So it's the same thing, beloved. We are the original. We are the original. So just like algorithms, the more you look at something, the more you interact with it, the more you comment on it. The program in the background, just like the subconscious mind, watch the parallel, is taking note of what you're doing and saying, oh, he likes that. She likes that. I'm going to give her more of that. And then your timeline starts getting flooded with more and more and more of what you keep liking and commenting on and scrolling on. Now, that's fine, because if you want to tailor your timeline so that only what you're interested in comes up, that is a good thing. But we, on the other hand, do the same thing with what we focus on, what we're thinking about constantly, what we're meditating on, what we're talking about, who we connect with, environments that we go in. All of this is training the subconscious mind, your AI, your algorithm, right? Your inner software is programming it and telling it what you want to see in front of you, what you want to experience, what kind of people are bringing to your life. So as I was talking and sharing over the weekend, right? And we have to recognize this, that I told you that everything in the universe is following you, and your 3D realm of appearance is mirroring what you're going through, mirroring what's happening inside. So we want to start shifting this, right? So the signs that you're in digital overload is that you start feeling anxious. If you struggle with anxiety and have severe anxiety and your nervous system is out of whack, first of all, get some help. If you need to be on medication, get on medication until you can start working with natural techniques to start bringing that nervous system into calm, into peace, into balance, right? So if you're feeling anxious, if you're feeling overstimulated, right? If you fall into comparison traps, listen, beloved, this is so real. I have to land here. So I've been back again, taking care of my social media and marketing and all of that. I think probably the last 2 months, could be even 3 months of 24, I wasn't doing that much, right? But in December, I think I started back. So I don't do a lot of scrolling. If I don't get notifications of something, or if somebody doesn't inbox me or message me, I'm not doing a lot of scrolling. So my practice is when it's time to post, it's a whole thing I go through. I go through and I post. I don't scroll. The other day, so I've been doing this for a good 30, 40 days already. So the other day, unconsciously, I was going to scroll and I literally felt my energy draining because I started immediately, I felt the old energy of comparison wanting to creep in. All of this is unconscious, but because we are raising our conscious awareness, I was able to identify it. Because when it's time to take care of my business, I don't scroll. I don't look at what anybody else is doing. I'm paying attention to what inner guidance is telling me and showing me. But I started scrolling. I must have scrolled maybe 1 minute, and instantly I felt my energy going down. I felt my vibration going down. I didn't feel good. And I noticed instantly comparison wanted to kick in. It wanted me to look at other people and what they were posting and how they were doing it. We don't want the comparison trap. Can you look at things to get inspiration from? Of course you can. Can you get tips and further your ability? Of course you can. I'm speaking directly to the comparison trap that you don't even realize sometimes you're in. And that comparison, I tell you all the time, is a thief of creativity. It will rob you of creativity, originality, vulnerability. It will rob you. So we don't want to fall into the comparison trap. Okay. I've seen the reason why I'm so adept at this is because I worked through this thing. I think it was about 5 years ago. I was doing very well with my YouTube and uploading. I was taking these lives. I would edit them, add graphics, add text, and upload it to my YouTube channel. Was doing very well. I must have uploaded, let's say I did about 70 videos like that. And of course, you're always looking to increase and expand. But this is when I wasn't that aware of how ruthless comparison was. So what did I do? I wanted to upgrade. I wanted to expand. So I watched this video on a supposedly expert, right? Influencer. And the first thing she said, if you're taking your live videos and uploading that to YouTube, that won't work. All right, that was good. And so she gave a whole thing, took the master class. It made a lot of sense. But guess what, beloved? That wasn't for me at that time. What happened? I shut down. All of this was unconscious. When I looked around again, beloved, about 2.5, maybe even 3 years passed, I stopped uploading to YouTube. What am I saying in a nutshell? We have to become so consciously aware of what's draining our energy. And when we have these energy drains, you get distracted. When you get distracted, you get off course and you're no longer in alignment with your highest ideals. Now, all the time I'm saying, I'm going to get back to uploading to YouTube. I'm going to get back to ta. But beloved, I hope you can hear what I'm saying. This unconscious comparison, even comparing yourself to yourself, can be dangerous at times. So when we're doing this scrolling, I want you to be conscious of low vibrational media. I want you to be aware of the comparison trap. That's why so many people cannot get started with their business, with their dream. They can't launch their product because they're always in perfectionism, because they're in comparison. And perfectionism is the underlying root of procrastination. Comparison, perfectionism, all of these are underlying roots in procrastination. So if you're procrastinating and you don't know why, check perfectionism, check comparison, check overwhelm. Because all of that will rob you of your creativity, all right? So comparison traps or mental fog after scrolling or watching certain media. When I realized that I wasn't feeling well, I came out of there right away. I clicked that off and I was like, this ain't no time. Keep doing what you're doing. And this is just a real word. I tell you, I'm doing life with you all. We are doing life together. So what you want to do instead to shift energy, you want to implement digital detox times. Times like what I did, like the last 3 months, I was just off social media, just off, not doing a whole lot. What was I doing? Detoxing, allowing my spirit and inner guidance to give me fresh perspective, right? You have to curate your feed to align with uplifting your energy. You only want things on your feed that's going to uplift your energy, and stop following every Tom, Dick, Harry, Jane, Susie, Dr., Reverend, Bishop. Stop it. You need to get a few people, like maybe 5, that is going to help you do what it is that you are here to do, and follow them. Because, beloved, just scrolling for entertainment, you can get lost for hours doing that, all right? And be intentional about what type of media you consume. Let's take a good healing deep breath in and exhale. This is worth listening to in the replay. We'll be right back tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. for Early Morning Empower. SSL Mastery, we will convene tomorrow at 12 noon in the Spiritual Success Lounge. You guys have a blessed, wonderful, and amazing rest of your day. Bye now.